You're probably wondering where I've been this whole time. Well, for one, I'm not dead. Basically, what happened was the computer needed to be repaired, and I had to go throughout December and the first part of January without it. Come a few weeks later, computer's back in business, and I should be back on track. As you can see, that time I've had without it hasn't been completely wasted. Some goodies came around under the tree, some with the holiday money I've spent. Made some pretty good investments here. In the Skylander section, we've got the Nightmare Express Adventure Pack. Picked out Legendary for that one. Not completely wasting it all on the same Skylander willy-nilly and all. I'm not like that. We have Blades of the Air Element. It's pretty nice, actually. Could have gone with a better name, but overall, he's not so bad. We got Trailblazer, new member of the Fire Element, recently released from Wave 3. And I gotta say, he's looking sharp. Really loving this guy. We have Torch, first newcomer of the Fire Element. Looking great, actually. I love the detail on this. And playing around with her, she's been pretty fun. Had a good time with her. Looking forward to upgrading her and checking out some more of those powers. And of course, we have Series 4, Tidal Wave Gilgrunt. That water beast he's riding is actually pretty spot on. I'm looking forward to upgrading and getting all that special wow pow, if they're still using that term. The Midnight Museum, the new released expansion pack of the Dark Element. I've had me a blast on that one. It was fun to explore a new element. And speaking of which, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the new Trap Masters that have come along. Starting off, we got Wildfire, the first Fire Trap Master. Gotta say, I love that shield. I mean, that is amazing. They're putting those clear effects to good use. That is genius. Next, we have Gusto, the Air Trap Master. This one's pretty funny. Played around with him. Love that boomerang move of his. And inhaling all that wind and blowing it out back out. It's gotta be the most fun I've had with this guy. Jawbreaker, a tech Trap Master. Really knows how to punch into things. Overall, this guy's pretty fun. He's awesome. Love it. And of course, we've got the legendary Jawbreaker variant. Gotta say, that dark blue figure looks pretty good on him. Gear Shift. I know I've already opened... Well, actually, I've had a hard time getting the Trap Masters out. But as I said, I will overview them when I had the time. And this is it. Now, Gear Shift is absolutely amazing. The detail on her, the look of her figure is without a doubt incredible. And playing around with her, she's one of those unique characters. And I'm really happy to have pre-ordered the game and really happy to experience such a fun new addition to the collection. And speaking of the holidays, Jolly Winterfest Lobstar. Yep, I screwed up that introduction, but could care less. Basically, this is a red and white variation of Lobstar. And for what it's worth, it actually works. Think that's a good look for him. I don't mind. Head rush of the earth element. Really putting a charge into things. And that operatic voice is just mind-blowing. I mean, it is... I mean, the power of her voice is just insane. Overall, she's pretty powerful and really spices up my gaming experience. Bushwhack. A life trap master. I've always thought this guy was alright. He's pretty cool. Nothing too bad, really. Overall, playing around with him, I say this guy's got some decent moves. His powers are pretty good. Loving it. Kaboom! The latest Fire Trap Master, part of the third wave. I gotta say, they really outdone themselves here. This guy is just looking awesome. I will admit, all the effort here shows. He's looking smooth. Love the detailing on him. And with the Dark expansion pack comes the member of the Dark Element, Nightmare of the Dark Element. And I gotta say, she is incredible. She really stands out. And I must say that. That little horn of hers, she can summon a source from the darkness, and her blade puts up an incredible amount of power, and being one of those mythical creatures, I think it's no, it can't be a satyr. I knew I'd forget what she is. But being one of those creatures, stomping and charging into enemies is pretty fun. Really love that feeling to explore a new element. And of course, over here we've got new mini Skylanders like Drobit, Bop, and I must admit, these new sidekicks are pretty adorable. They really bring out. They really put so much effort in. I mean, look at it. Look at these things. Here's Spry. Actually, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be. Basically, the mini Skylanders are just... I'm really glad they're letting us play as them, rather than having them hop around us and don't really do much. This really kicks things up. And last we have Hijinks. Sweet little thing. And over in the Amiibo section, we've got some new ones as well. From Wave 2, we've got Luigi. The eternal understudy to Mario. The second in command. I've always loved how this was his posture. It's also his side taunt. Boom. Diddy Kong. Best pal to Donkey Kong. I gotta say he looks really great up close. And of course that standee is a little in the way. Just as Link's was. If they were to make those things a little clearer, rather than using that yellowish color, I would have been better off with it. But, you know, it is what it is. Ain't gonna complain that much. Samus Aran, the Bounty Hunter. And I got to admit, they really outdone themselves with this figure. The metallic texture and look of this figure is just outstanding. One of their finest works, I must say. Zelda. Just like Peach, they've really done a great job on her. And she still looks good as ever. I believe there's a purple standee under there. Yeah, basically nothing else to see down from there. But still a great look overall. Fox McCloud. Member of the Star Fox team. And I gotta admit, this one was really hard to come across. One day I was walking around Walmart, looked in the amiibo aisle, saw this guy, and had to pick him up. I was lucky then. We've also got some new games on us. One of them being Kirby Triple Deluxe for Nintendo 3DS. Getting into it so far, I've got to say I've been really having fun with this. It's nice to see Kirby in the palm of my hand. And one that I've been eyeing for so long, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Really made my day to see that I'm finally playing an absolute favorite. In fact, I have that on the Wii U right now, right this minute. Let's just get out of there. Of course you can tell I've gone pretty far. Really liking the look of this so far. It's even better in such high definition. Hang on, let me... This one's for Miiverse. Yeah. Awesome. And now, without further ado, let's get into the more recent news. As of today, Wave 3 has hit for Amiibo. And as we've been going out today, we managed to come across Bowser. And Fist Bump. Gotta keep the collection up and going. So let's open these guys up. Of course, I'm gonna start off with Fist Bump. Pretty much saving the best for last with Bowser. But yeah, really made good use today. It's been a fun one. And here's Fist Bump. Looking pretty sharp, I must say. Really looking forward to playing around with him. And Bowser. Looking at him up close, I gotta say, Bowser's got such good detail on him. And here he is. They're really bringing out the best of these Nintendo characters, especially for Smash Brothers. And Bowser is no exception. Nice. Note that there's been another one of those lengthy videos. Well, for what it's worth, I think it was worth the welcome back stuff. And I'm pretty glad to keep you all up to date with what's been going on. And that about wraps things up from here. Thanks for watching. I'm out.